Hi, this is VenicioKriStylz.
Hi, I'm TK All Day, and we are TKs in the Bay.
So all day, what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about WrestleMania.
Woo!
So
Finish the
let's talk
story.
about WrestleMania 40. Let's talk about what our favorite moments were, any surprises, and anything that you predicted other than like the winners of the matches. And then we'll go into our collection like normal, and then we'll display or we'll show off a unique item from our collection. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, like getting used to this two-night format has been very hard. Like I remember back when we watched WrestleMania 31, one day affair, everything was taken care of, but 2 days, 12 hours, trying to condense all of that into this video. Like when we did a test run of this, it took like 3 hours. Like this is not going to work. So we're gonna give you our favorite parts of the thing. So okay, what we're going. What do you think?
Let's start with night one. So my favorite moments of night one was, I mean,
The final
so
boss.
the Rock is the reason I got into like watching wrestling, and then he's the reason I stopped watching wrestling for a good chunk. Sometimes I would catch when he would reappear randomly throughout the years, and then when I saw he was coming back again, like I started watching it, and this felt different. Like this is
Oh
like
yeah,
vintage, like
like
villain
heel.
rock,
Yeah, I think it's
Hollywood rock.
Hollywood Rock, and like his heel work is so good.
Yeah,
And this final boss character is he was just terrifying throughout the build up to WrestleMania,
yeah.
just making Cody bleed and just being the final boss, which is a cool name by the way.
His entrance, like the way it's evolved, was spectacular. Like
Oh yeah,
the way like the lights get dark, and then it's blue lightning, and then he appears in the middle of the lightning.
and they put the spotlight on him as if
Yeah,
he disappeared. It's good.
it does feel very like Black Adam
Yeah,
like,
very much so.
where he just appears from the lightning.
Yeah,
It's cool, like because you can still hear, it still starts with if you smell
if you smell
what the
what the
Rock is
rock is
doing,
doing. Absolutely.
and you could just tell it's evolved so much. And then during WrestleMania they added like even more to make it feel like he's like
Oh, yeah, the
a
fiery logo.
where he was like, it felt like a video game boss, like because
He
it said
definitely,
like level 10.
yeah,
And so yeah, and the fiery logo.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Besides all we could talk all day about The Rock because like that whole match was cool, very throwbacky, and like it was awesome. But some of the other things about night one, Sammy's win against Gunther was so cool, and then we got like the tag team match, which was just a lot of funny spots and a lot of interesting spots, especially with the winners being uh, Awesome Truth, and then what was it? To A Town Down Under. But
Waller in theory.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, I did I like how they gave him his first WWE WrestleMania win because he's never won. Truth has never won in at WrestleMania. So
Okay, I thought you were talking about like Waller or
oh no no
Theory.
no,
I was like,
I don't talk about those guys. No.
I would have actually been okay if anyone else won.
Yeah, I mean I wanted DIY to win for sure. I mean that was that and the New Day. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan of the New Day.
yeah. So right now I'll show off our predictions. And
And
it
yeah,
didn't go too well for both of us in the first night.
I think
We
we
were
got.
4-3, so still above 500.
There you go. You think that there it works. But yeah, I mean, another note like the dominance of Rhea Ripley was also crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
I knew she wasn't going to lose, as much as I wanted Becky to win.
yeah.
But yeah, Rhea's too hot right now to be taken get the belt taken off of her. So
Yeah. She's like, her character is like, it feels natural. Like it feels like, like she's in her own skin as
absolutely,
that
yeah,
character. So I was happy to see her win, and she looks dominant in the ring. Like she looks like a force. And
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, and the darker hair is supposed to the blonde.
Yeah.
And it's and the whole mommy thing. We're not gonna go into that. Mommy's always on top. Okay.
Were there any surprises for you for night one?
I'm trying to think of the surprises. Let me look at my notes. I can't even remember like all the extras. Like, I mean, I was hoping for like, the Jay and Jimmy thing. I feel like the buildup was better than the actual match.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Andrade was going to turn on Ray during that match, and I thought because it felt felt too quick. Like, almost all of a sudden, he he was cool with them like the night before.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
That came about way too quickly, and like I felt like Ray could have chosen anyone else from LWO.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a whole ploy, like Andrade, turns on Ray and then becomes part of Judgment Day, and then it would lead into like a friction within Judgment Day because like Priest is like, hey, I didn't like okay this.
Yeah, because he's the leader. Yeah.
So that was my surprise. Is like the Andrade thing seems real right now. Like it seems genuine. So I was surprised about that just because it happened like the night before.
Yeah, and then like the Eagles coming out to help him win. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, another quick thing. Yeah, the whole Jay.
Was that a surprise though? I don't think anyone was surprised Jason Kelsey came out.
Fair. Let me see. We talked about Sammy. The Jade, Naomi, Bianca damage control fight. We knew that they were going to win. I mean, they're not going to let Jade lose on her first match in WrestleMania. And yeah, that's night one.
The post interviews feel like, like a legit like sports post interviews, right? Like
ESPN is even like posting some of their comments.
Did they do this before?
No, this is definitely a AAA thing for sure.
Okay. Yeah, because I watched that too, and I thought it was cool. The only unique part about it is it depends on the character. Like, are they answering questions as their character, or are they answering their questions as the real person? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it'll like blur the line. Where like somebody was asking The Rock about his like ventures outside of wrestling, so he like answered it. Other characters, it was really about their character. So it's kind of
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think like Roman's definitely still in the tribal chief mode, and then you go into like some of The Rock. He breaks kayfabe and talks about character development. I'm like, okay, that's a little different. But you know what? It's sports it's not sports entertainment anymore. It is wrestling. It's basically, but it's great storytelling for sure.
It's still entertainment, dude.
It's still sports entertainment.
It's still entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, night two.
Yeah, let's go to night two.
All right. Well, it started off with first of all, what did you think of night two?
Well, let's show our predictions right now for night two.
I did pretty good. I got every single one right. Even the things I didn't expect, and people didn't believe me. Like no, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
So, what was your favorite moment of night two?
I mean, besides the ending, it's definitely the match between Seth and Drew, and then not just that, it was the ending, because like Drew was like just gloating after winning the belt, and just CM Punk totally just like being cool, then finally losing his cool. Then you hear Damien's music come out. I'm like, okay, this is awesome. And like when he hit him with the Money in the Bank briefcase, I'm like, oh, it's going down. 5 minutes, and Drew McIntyre lost that championship, and it was awesome. A good moment. It's only the second time in WWE WrestleMania history that has happened, and you saw it. Me and you saw it for the first time in 31 with Seth Rollins when he cashed in on Brock and Roman. So that was the first time. That was only the second time. So that was very cool. That was like a moment I was waiting for, but I didn't think it was going to happen. I'm glad it did, because I did write in my predictions that Drew will cash in.
Okay, so that's something that you predicted other than the winner. Like you called that whole cash in. Cool.
Yeah, I remember people I was watching it was like no, he's going to keep the like. And then when the music hit, I'm like, oh yeah, Damien's going to totally just take it from him, and it was awesome.
Were there any surprises to you on night two?
Oh, in terms of winners, I didn't think Logan was going to win. Really wanted Kevin to win, especially after this is for the U.S. title. I wanted him to win because of the pep talk he got um, from Sandy just right before he went into the stage. I'm like, that would have been cool if both of them got to hold the title up. I was hoping that was going to happen. But I understand why Logan retained. I think him and Rhea were the only ones to retain their titles throughout the entire weekend. So, yeah. Anything for you? What were your big spots?
The surprise for me was the Undertaker.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to be the Stone Cold Steve Austin. It makes more sense.
I thought it was gonna be Stone Cold. Like him getting a stunner would have been like more nostalgic for me. Like yeah, like he had so many battles with the Undertaker back in the day, but I felt like a Stone Cold stunner would really take out the
with the
Rock.
oversell that the Rock always does, the little
Yeah,
backflip he does.
I'm
I
I'm,
think
I'm thinking like maybe they rehearsed it and then he was like, dude, I ain't doing no backflips anymore.
I don't think I can do it.
I'm too old for
too old for
that.
this. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like, so it's like all the things that came in. So it was Jimmy first, then Saved by Jay.
Yeah,
Then it was Solo, saved by John Cena. John Cena gets taken out by The Rock.
yeah.
Then in between that, we hear the Shield music, and then Seth comes out.
That was
And
weird. I felt that I felt the timing on that was weird because
he might
like
have been,
the
yeah.
Shield music came on and I was like, I have no idea what's happening. Like I was looking for Seth and like it took him a while to like show up, so I don't know what happened there.
Maybe he's genuinely hurt after his match with Drew.
Yeah,
'Cause he was definitely like not moving very fast.
yeah,
But it was cool, like history about the fact that he was in his Shield gear because
yeah,
it triggered Roman, which is perfect at the very end.
yeah.
And then after it took out Roman or Seth, then we get the Undertaker, which we should have been Stone Cold, and then that left the opening for Cody to finish the story finally.
I thought it was funny. After the match, The Rock
Yeah,
was like, "That chokeslam hurt like a mf'er." It's because of those hokas he was wearing.
yeah. The Undertaker shoe. That was pretty good. I mean,
So the other thing that surprised me was the bloodline rules. I felt like they built that up so much that didn't feel like that actually happened. It felt to me like like honestly a regular rules match where other people were interfering and
yeah, it's more like a DQ, no DQ match,
yeah,
basically.
you get that on any like most of the matches, especially like on these title matches, and maybe even bring in some like cousins and
Rikishi, Haku, and then the Wild Samoans, like that's which
yeah,
is Roman's dad.
yeah. So I thought they
That
were
would be
gonna,
really cool.
I thought they were gonna like surround the ring and like create like like it felt like Cody was against all odds that way.
Yeah, and like it was like a tribal warfare type of thing. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you're in the ring with the tribe with like and the chief is who you're battling kind of thing.
yeah. Because
I
again,
get you.
the
Yeah.
lead up into Bloodline Rules was like it just they just kept pushing that the whole time. I like the coming out one at a time. It was cool for the type of match. I just don't think they should have emphasized Bloodline Rules. Like
It should have been like no
yeah,
disqualification, no DQ, no rings out, like all that stuff. It's just basically anything goes. That's been
yeah.
more.
Because it would have been like what I thought of Bloodline Rules was again surrounding them with cousins and uncles and then
Yeah,
also like their referee like like somebody
yeah,
coming in that was their referee and
yeah. I think you
so
mentioned that. You said you wanted like maybe Jimmy being the referee,
yeah, I
and
thought
then
they were gonna like use Jimmy as a referee, and then my theory was gonna be like, oh, like Jimmy comes in with a hoodie, and then like in his mask, and you think it's Jimmy, and then you find out it's Jay, and like
yeah,
bam, like that evens the odds where like Jay doesn't count to three, and then
hmm
after that like something happens, and then it starts,
yeah,
and then like everyone disperses, and it becomes a fair match that way, and for him to
yeah.
win. But yeah, I thought the bloodline rules didn't it didn't unfold as I thought it was going to unfold.
But it's still an epic match. It was kind of like they call it the end game of wrestling ends of stories, and
Yeah.
it was really cool just to see him finally do it, especially his Cody doing his intro and having that skull mask. You know, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
the skull logo is based off of the Bullet Club logo, which he eventually painted it in his colorway, and eventually when he left the Bullet Club, he created that logo that's on his neck now. And yeah, so this is actually the original American Nightmare Cody with the skull on it logo. So
Did you
it's
make
just,
your appointment to get that tattooed on your neck?
oh no, no, God. I think he said that in on the press conference.
Yeah,
He
he
said,
said what is the
"What would you say to your dad?" He said, "I hope I make you proud, and I'm sorry about the
Yeah.
tattoo." I thought it was good. He's generally, I think he's going to have a pretty good reign. It won't be as long as Roman's by no means, but
Yeah.
it'll be a good reign. And there's so many stories to tell, and I wonder what it's going to look like when we get to 41 next year. And I don't even know where it's going to be next year. I think the rumor said possibly Las Vegas, but I don't know. So
Man, Las Vegas would be crazy.
maybe we should go.
Okay, so what do you think The Rock gave to Cody on Raw?
The Monday after
Yeah.
WrestleMania Raw. I mean, there was so many like theories. Like one people thought it might be the whole watch thing again, but I thought it might be either uh, American Dream's ring, like his ring from the Hall of Fame. But why would he have it? Or maybe one of the beads from the tribal chief Lay giving the control to Cody for the you know for the bloodline. But there's all these things that could have been. But I know. What was your theory? Was it the watch?
Well, no, I do think. Okay, so the thing with the watch is when I watched the press conference, they talked about the watch,
Yeah.
and so like the way Cody was talking about the watch, he made it seem like that Triple H and I think it's Bruce, like they
Richard. Yeah.
they found the watch that his dad pawned, and then they gave it to him as a gift at the end of the match. When Triple H talked about it uh, on his own, he was saying specifically that they found the exact type of watch. So it wasn't the exact watch that Dusty pawned. It looked just like it. And so what I'm thinking is like The Rock actually found the real watch. And
that would be a cool one.
And then
Don't
like,
break my heart again.
but it was like, but then he like shattered it and gave it to him. This wouldn't make any sense at all, but I think it would be the funniest thing. And so if you look back, Cody interrupted The Rock when he was debuting a new belt.
That was the scratch logo of this belt, but with the scratch logo instead of the network logo.
Yeah, and so The Rock was like, "Dude, like I'm not wearing like basically like the spinner is out."
It's like a toy. Yeah.
Like he wanted it to be something that people aspired for, and so he unveiled it. During that time, Cody does come out, and he comes out and says like, "Hey, like can I take a look at I just wanted to get a look at the belt," and it kind of harkened to what happened on Raw, where like Rock was like, "Can I try that out? Like no fireworks.
This is awkward."
Like, yeah, and so he tried it. Like so, it had the same feel to it, like the interruptions. The thing about that night was The Rock kept making fun of the Cody's mustache, and he's like, he kept saying like, "What's that caterpillar growing on the top of your lip?" So I think it'd be hilarious if, like, to kind of remind Cody of where he came from, like he gives him a fake mustache.
There's a mustache stuck to his palm. Like, oh.
It'd be funny, but at the same time, The Rock would be like, "Dude, you were a joke then. I still think you're a joke now." Is kind of what that would symbolize for me.
Yeah. I mean, like all in all, I mean, WrestleMania was pretty good. I mean, that weekend was just 12 hours of with the pre-show, with the actual show, then the press conference after, 2 nights, 12 hours.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of stuff.
I think it was like 6 hours each night when you include the pre. No, actually, it's almost 7 hours because it was the pre stuff, then the 4 hour of the matches, and then the 1 hour post conference.
Yeah, so you're basically, I guess, 14 hours then. Jeez.
Yeah, that's longer than a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it is kind of bigger than the Super Bowl now because now it's a 2 day affair.
Yeah.
But that's basically the
I
show.
loved it though. Like
Oh yeah.
I'm invested in all the characters now.
Oh yeah.
The Rock brought me back in, and like watching the last like 2 months of wrestling is the most I've watched, since the late '90s, or early
Yeah.
2000s. And so whatever they're doing, like keep on going because like the
There's
stories
Triple
are
H for you,
great.
man. Yeah.
Like and it's made me go back to look at like the past rivalries, and so it's been cool. Like I'm totally invested in the characters now.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes back into town, we definitely need to do an episode, maybe like a quick hits of us going to an actual match. That would be really fun.
How long? Like what's the timing between? Because they just had one in San Jose and Oakland.
I believe there's going to be one in Sacramento in September. That's the last time I checked because I think tickets went on sale because I think I'm signed up with the WWE.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I'll look. I mean, I would like it to be more in the San Jose. I want it to be. I think it's SmackDown's coming to the Golden One Center in September. So
Okay.
all right, maybe it's something we could think about. Maybe a future episode.
Yeah.
But before we talk about our collection, let's talk about that shirt you're wearing.
Oh yeah. Oh thanks. So I went on WWE shop and I was like, man, I gotta find that a final boss like theme shirt.
Oh yeah.
And then when I went to it, I was like, bro,
it's like literally just the first. It was like this, even smaller than the American Nightmare part.
it's like tiny font and like very anemic font, and so it's just like. Like I was like, dude. So I was unhappy, and then so I went on Etsy and I looked at like different like bull face. So I went through different iterations, and I was like, oh, like it'd be cool to have it, like a thick font, and then the bull kind of like and a little asymmetrical. And so I just kind of designed it, and then on the back I put.
Good.
Oh, thanks. And I put.
What is the second?
It says, "What can I say except you're welcome."
Of course, they go with the Maui.
And so it's in a Maui. That one has
even the bull is like the
symbol.
Chicago Bulls logo, right?
No, this one's not specifically Chicago Bulls. It just kind of looks like it, even though.
Okay, I was looking at it. Yeah, it kind of matches. But, yeah, there's some good fan made ones. I wish that the final boss like very big bold letters. That would have been way better.
I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping his Under Armour does something.
Oh yeah, hopefully he does because I mean. Because we have the actual Rumble logo that he has, and like final boss. Because I mean, he did it for Black Adam. He had Black Adam stuff. So I think since he owns the name of The Rock now, he could do it if he wants.
I know. So I'm hoping that happens. But yeah, no, and it glows in the dark. Like
it glows in. You got glow in the dark ink.
Yeah.
That's okay. See, you just went all out. Okay, so let's talk about our collection.
Obviously, like I've been talking about The Rock, and then. I put like a bunch of my
I noticed that
figures right there. I collected the Rock stuff like a long time ago. Like I have like the old Scorpion King figures, and I was never happy with like the likeness, and so they started doing kind of like what Hasbro does with their lifelike, the facial capture. Mattel started doing their FX likeness, and so that's when I started collecting more of the Rock stuff. I was checking back though, like what got me into like grabbing Rock figures was like looking at like how much they jump in value, and so I didn't want to miss out.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And so like I just started this. So this is my partial Rock collection.
Yeah, I have a couple of SH figure arts from like when they did WWE stuff. But I haven't got another Rock figure until just recently, which you'll see in a second.
I have some random ones. So this one is that stretchy one?
What? Oh God! You win like Stretch Armstrongs, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got
he has a tattoo.
He has the big one. It still has the Brahma bull on the other one, right?
Yeah. This one's
that was before the updated one. Okay.
And then I have a zombie one.
Oh. Yeah, I think I remember Sasha Banks doing one of those too. That's pretty crazy.
Oh, he got chewed on his calf.
It should have been on the elbow. Bill's elbow.
But then he couldn't do his people's elbow.
Well, I mean, that's how he got infected. I mean, I'm just thinking about the storyline.
I have the figure arts
I have that one.
Rock, and then so
I
this one
love the
was super
microphones.
random. I got this. It was like a giveaway, and I used to carry this around a lot. Uh, but this was from Comic Con. It was one of those things you just grab from the table. But this is
Mm-hmm.
like little tiny rock. It's like a so this is my pebble.
Oh, what? It's he's like you squished him. I
Yeah,
like the fact that he has a Comic Con shirt.
yeah. It's a 2012 Comic Con shirt.
Oh man, that's crazy.
But it's funny because he has his mic and everything. He could turn his head. It's very limited articulation. I never
I've never
got.
seen that.
I never picked up any of the whatever this line was. Uh, but I just grabbed him from the table and he was with me for a while.
Oh, I'm pretty sure if you look that up, it probably that's a good looking. It's just, looks like you're looking at him from a perspective.
Yeah.
So if you look at him like from the top down, you're like, oh, he's not short. Like, oh wait, change perspective. He's tiny.
Yeah.
Like if you tilted him forward, it would look like.
Which is one of those things you can easily like carry in your pocket and just like.
Yeah, yeah. You just gotta put him on different things.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
So yeah. So I'll show off my collection. I don't want to go through each of them here. So I'll just roll through some of my rock collection, and then the other unique one is a Ghostbusters collab. That was super random from 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's my WWE collection, and it's really around the rock.
Yeah, well, I guess my items every month I like changing up the hot toys that are in my room. I always put 3 different ones, and it's always a theme. And since it was WrestleMania this month, I'm like, I have characters who have switched from wrestling into the mainstream, whether being superhero or Star Wars or whatever. But these are wrestlers who are now in mainstream acting in TV shows and movies. So starting with, although she's not in WWE anymore, she's now in AEW. This is Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Money of AEW. This is Casca Reeves from The Mandalorian season 2. Of course, the way I did it, I posed all the characters on this display to be more like their character. Sasha Banks is always showing her, or Mercedes Money is showing her ring as a CEO or boss. But the likeness on this particular figure looks so much like Sasha Banks. I'm gonna call her Sasha. It's easier. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, when I saw her, I thought, oh, it's Sabine. I'm like, it's not Sabine. But I'm glad that she's part of the Mandalorian collection, and it's pretty cool.
Her fight with Boba Fett was pretty dope.
She fought Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the boss fought Boba Fett,
and it was a draw.
And it was a draw. Okay, next up is someone who was actually at WrestleMania last weekend. Here he is. Isn't he awesome? You can't see me. That's bad. but yeah, dude. Every time I see this, it's hilarious. It's Peacemaker from Suicide Squad, as you know, in his TV show. Of course, John Cena covering up his giant bald spot with his silver helmet. I mean, he was trying to cover it when he was in the ring. I'm like, come on, bro, this embrace it.
You gotta use that Hollywood money.
Hollywood money, yeah, just get something there, you know. But what's crazy about this figure is the pistol was fixed into the holster. Like, I guess at one point they didn't want him to be posed with the gun there. There's actually like a post in between, like where the trigger was, so you can't remove it. So I just took an X-Acto knife. That's what they say online, and just cut that notch off, and you can remove the gun. It's cool. It's a cool thing. It has a removable
so they
clip.
Still sculpted the gun. They just made it so that
you couldn't remove it.
Wow. Okay.
It
nice
was
that they sculpted it, because imagine like if the idea was not to have the gun get pulled out, they could have easily sculpted the gun into the holster.
Yeah, but I think that was the only workaround, so people could just purposely break it and cut it open. It's not. Then they even give you a trigger finger, like hand replacement. Like, come on now. I mean, they want you to pose him with his pistol. This particular figure doesn't have a helmetless one, which I would have done for this case, and I wanted to have like hand on this so we could do you can't see me, but didn't do it. So I went for like a more arrogant kind of like ready to do his one of his moves pose, and he actually could change the lower half where his mouth is open with his tongue sticking out. His eyes have the rolling eyes. Even has a little silencer you could put on the gun.
Wow.
There you go.
Don't lose that. Wait,
Yeah.
is that magnetic?
No, it's his force
Okay.
connection there. It's using the force. It's bad. But yeah, I mean, even has I think during the process of developing it, they switched to seamless arms, so it's like a silicone arm as opposed to the hard plastic that they normally would. But I think it looks better seamless because this looks like, if you look at it in pictures, it looks like it's really John Cena. It's just crazy.
Nice.
And of course,
does it come with the eagle?
Oh, Eagle is here. Hold on a second. Yep, comes with Eagle.
Nice.
And this it has two different sets of wings where it's folded wings and then the big wings.
That makes sense.
So, but yeah, that's Eagle. And finally, of course.
Finally. Just kidding.
Finally.
No.
The final boss. The Black Adam Rock. I mean, I feel like this is the golden version. This is after he depowers himself and then he has the more vibrant uniform. And it comes with a cape, but the cape looks dumb. So I said, nah, we're gonna take the cape off. But what's crazy about it comes with
is it the cape or the cowl?
The cowl is for the earlier suit. There's two versions of this figure. There's a cape one, and then there's one with a hood. Right. This is more of his heroic look. It's actually a lighter black. It's more of a gray. It does have a USB light up chest plate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, basically there's a USB plug in here, and you just plug it in through a cable. It's pretty cool. And there's two head sculpts, one with more of like a mean face, and then there's a people's eyebrow. Like, why? But
because it's The Rock.
I'm pretty sure he didn't do the people's eyebrow during the movie, but The Rock's like, you can put a head sculpt with me doing the people's eyebrow. And of course, even the way I posed, like again, I posed all these figures more into their wrestling personas. So it's definitely like the side look and then the head tilt, the eyebrow raise. Like it's the likeness of this guy. Like it's The Rock through and through. So I know, the real Black Adam would have like the widow's peak and the pointy ears, but The Rock wasn't going to do that. And I had a friend who was a PA on the movie, and The Rock was like, I don't like my costume because there's padding. Like he just tore the padding out of his costume because like I worked so hard to get this Black Adam body, I'm not gonna need padding to make myself look buff. I'm like, okay, that sounds like The Rock.
He's not Shazam.
He's not Shazam. Yeah, like Zachary Levi had to have padding.
Yeah.
But, this guy's pretty massive. Even compared to like John Cena, I should have I'm holding John Cena, but he's not there. But
the promos did not make him look very big. Like like the side by side is great because like I did not pick up the Rock figure. Like the only Rock Hot Toys I have is
the G.I. Joe one.
Yeah, the G.I. Joe one.
Oh yeah, I think those are the only two Hot Toys that came out. But yeah, I mean, like this happened during WrestleMania. I mean, although I mean, I'm pretty sure Black Adam would have taken out Peacemaker really very quickly.
His godlike powers.
His godlike powers,
That definitely wins over a pistol.
Absolutely.
A person who could shoot through a smaller bullet.
Oh yeah, it's been a while, man. That second one was so good. I mean,
that Suicide Squad was really good.
I mean, I'm hoping that James Gunn does well with like all the reboots he's doing. I mean, with the David Gordon Sweat Superman, it's being called Superman, having Lex Luthor, and like it feels right. I mean, it might be really good. So
yeah, I'm excited.
Hoping the costume looks dope, and hoping that it's just a good movie all the way through. But that's neither here.
So a transition from your Rock stuff in Hollywood. So I have figures of like when he was on Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, when he was Roman Reigns was in that movie.
Yeah. And then the updated Scorpion King.
Nice. God, I mean, the Mummy 2 when he was just like a CG, that was bad CG.
Yeah, like the Scorpion King was way better.
It was way better
than the way they portrayed him. Because I mean, he had no lines in really in the
something. Like, I remember he said his first line in Hollywood was like something Haku Machente or whatever he said. Yeah. That was like the only line he said, and he that was it. But it was, it was the first time he did anything in a movie outside of the ring, which that was fine.
Yeah, Rundown. I can watch all.
I like the
I can
Rundown.
watch Rundown
Dude,
like over and over again.
I think my favorite fight in that is like the Ernie Reyes fight. That was
Yeah,
so good.
that was dope. Like in the vines.
Oh yeah, and you just realize how small Ernie Reyes is. Because I met the guy. He's tiny. I mean, you gotta think. Okay, he looks that tiny. The Rock must be freaking gigantic.
But just imagine, like, if you look at his roles, like when he was doing the Escape from Witch Mountain, like, and Tooth Fairy, like he was like way, like he went from the wrestling build down, like he got skinnier for like his first few roles, and then like now he's like bigger than he's ever been.
Yeah, he leaned out to be more like a Hollywood weight.
Yeah.
I think, and then we see him in like I think Pain and Gain with what's his weight
Mark
with
Wahlberg.
and then he started getting swole, like really swole.
Yeah.
And then it became like the freaking like giant that he is now.
Yeah, it's just crazy that he's bigger than he was when he was wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you want to show off one of your unique items?
Well, the unique item you saw already, it's been in the background this whole time and in the intro. This is the 2014 version of the WWE World Heavyweight title. I got this at WrestleMania 31, and it came. I bought it with the 31 side plates. But what's unique about this is that I've made some upgrades. The leather strap is now a genuine leather strap made by Paul Martin Belts. And then also I got the Fandu TV Accurate sidebars. So they're thicker than the ones you buy on when you buy it from the shop. And like even like the tooling on the behind the W, it's the one that I think AJ Styles was the first one to have this kind of tooling, and it's before the added the Velcro to it. And what's cool is it actually has the stamp of the leather crafter, and it covers the snaps on the back, so you don't see the snaps on the back.
Oh, nice.
But I prefer this one as opposed to the unified one with the gold backing because I like the leather showing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing that's different about this strap, because of copyright, you couldn't put the WWE logo that's stamped into the leather.
Oh, okay.
No big deal. But otherwise, it's pretty TV accurate. And of course, the big thing is the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes side plates. These were made last year, but they sold out super quickly. But when he won, they recently went back onto the WWE shop. It didn't last long because once he won, these are impossible to get. I mean, I've been seeing them on eBay for $300 for the set. I mean, I got them for retail. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah. Good luck. Hopefully, people who are watching this just keep on checking on WWE shop. Hopefully, they'll restock.
You just walk around town.
Oh, you're vacuuming?
Yeah.
So you just do the whole, like you listen to the Cody soundtrack.
Like you're in a meeting at work. You're just holding it.
Oh, I've done that before, especially during the pandemic. Like I was just like, if we just as a laugh, like just showing off the belt, and
nice.
My boss was like, okay, champ. Like it was pretty funny, but yeah, I mean, and this thing folds really well too. So like you just do the whole, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that is my unique item.
Nice.
And what is it?
So my unique item is so I wanted a belt, but I didn't. You can't wear that every day, and so I first grabbed this one in a. Here's my fanny pack belt.
I should put mine on here so you can match. There you go. It's basically this belt.
This was in a loot crate, like So yeah, so I was excited because I'm really a big fan of like fanny packs that look like something. So,
yeah, I've seen some interesting ones. That's a cool one.
So this is a fanny pack. It has additional like pockets inside. It holds a lot of things. But so I was carrying this around during WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, look at. Can I hold that?
And then the other one I have is the one from Igloo. So you can this keeps your beverages warm. Oh, cold. So this one has more like bling to it. Like it
actually has like stones in it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So this one I don't wear as much because like it's like extra flashy.
Yeah, it is kind of flashy. That's cool though. I mean, even the side plates are cool, but
so this one has an extra pocket in the back.
Oh,
and then it's lined, and I've never used it, like I said, so it still has a tag, but it's lined with that igloo.
All right. So I mean, yeah. I mean, we're rocking our belts, kind of. Yeah. There you go.
So I don't have a belt. I have my fanny packs.
But yeah, I mean, I think I was going to show this off at one of our quick hits, but we're doing it now. So
I mean, you showed the plates during the quick hits.
Yeah.
And then the other one I wanted to show off was the Maivia Legacy set that just came out. So it
has the High Chief, Peter Maivia, The Rock, and Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the fact that The Rock originally took Rocky and then Maivia to be his stage name to honor his dad and grandfather.
Yep.
That's awesome. Oh, even has his headdress. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The High Chief.
His first time in the line.
That's really cool. That's a cool set.
Yeah. So this was a Walmart Con exclusive.
Ah, very cool. Was that when did this come out?
I just got it I pre-ordered it months ago, and then it arrived 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, so right in time for WrestleMania. There you go.
All right, man. That was WrestleMania.
Yep, and hopefully we'll see who. Well, it's a different belt, but I like this one. I wonder who's going to have it next. I mean, whose side place will we see next on this belt? And hopefully one of these days we'll go to a show together and we'll actually do a little quick hit there.
If it's up to the boss, those would have Brahma Bulls on them.
I do have the Brahma Bull side plates. Maybe I'll do one of those because that was the first side plate I ever made. Because he was the first one to have a belt like this. But yeah, I mean, if you like this kind of video, there's a bunch of different episodes as well as a lot of Ronaldo's quick hits, especially those popcorn buckets. I really like the Slimer one. So watch that one. That's my favorite. So, but thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and I guess we'll see you guys next time. If you smell what the final boss is cooking.
Question mark?
Question mark? What's in his hand? What did he give him?
All right, thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.